Well, here we go with prepping news for October 27th. What's in the news and how we can prepare. Bank anti-money laundering. Now, this article was about the TD Bank and the anti-money laundering changes and regulations and things, how it would affect them. But most banks, like TD, have a see something, say something type of policy, where if you see these money laundering activities or anything that you think is high risk or fraudulent or questionable activity, you can report it. And that's their policy. You can call a whistleblower line or tell your boss or something like that. Policies are weak controls at best. Most banks, like TD, have staff that are flagging risks. They're calling attention to things, notifying, challenging, providing oversight, doing their job. But it seems that in many institutions, leadership positions, even if they're made aware of it, seem to do nothing about it. Lessons: push for strong controls. So controls need to be well designed, well executed. So they have to be designed effectively, and then they have to actually work. So you have to keep monitoring your controls to see if they're effective or not. Have independent oversight and multiple different ways to do this so that a few bad leaders can't cover things up. So it's effective. You may hear of the three lines of defense, often used in banking. So you have the first line. They have staff who are supposed to actually make sure that they're doing their job, including their leaders, making sure that what they're supposed to do, they do. Then you have the second line of defense, who provides oversight and challenge to the first line of defense. So they basically say, okay, you say you've done this, give me evidence to support that claim that you've done that. And then you have the third line, which is internal audit, which can make sure both other lines are doing their job. AI transcription tool used in hospitals reportedly invents things no one said. Well, there's a shocker. Spell checker on steroids, right? You start typing something in, or you're dictating to your phone. Only the good Lord knows what's going to come out the other end. A large percentage of audits done on transcriptions found hallucinations on the part of AI. So AI just made things up. Lessons: all AI work needs to be verified. I've actually heard of companies not allowing AI to be used because even something you would think would be basic and easy for AI, like math, is wrong. So the calculations are wrong. So if you're doing, work where life safety is an issue, engineering, things like that, you've got to verify all this. Don't be too reliant on technology. Everyone's looking for an easy way out. Oh, this will be great. I don't have to do as much work anymore. Well, any usage I've seen of AI, you get a little bit of, the basic summary or some high points or things like that. It's a good starting point, but quite often what I've seen, it's wrong. So you really have to check it. British Columbia report cards in their school system, the grading system confuses parents and probably the students too. So instead of percentages, or letters, they use words like emerging or extending. And the article seemed to indicate that it may not just even be related to the curriculum, but to where the student is versus themselves. So you're doing well for you. Well, the lesson: if we want to prepare our kids for life, we need to look at how we teach them, the grading, concessions that we get. So if someone said, well, I ran out of time. Oh, well, let's go to the teacher and ask for more time for you next time. Or it was too noisy. Well, let's get you your own room with your own desk so you have more time and a quiet spot to do it. I've heard of, teachers not being able to use red pens because it might traumatize the kids to see red, that they actually got something wrong. Well, there is, things that are wrong and right. It's factual or not. It's not an opinion. So we have to look at that. The real world might not give you extra time. But then I thought, where does it? From what I see in certain jobs, in certain places, you seem to get a lot of concessions. And, many people think they're unique and special, just like all the other snowflakes that fall, right? Every snowflake is unique, just like all the other ones. That's it. Thanks very much. Like and subscribe. Talk to you soon.